Good morning, ma'am.
How's everyone?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I am excited. But my results.
Sorry, beta. So we have just 4 participants today. It seems like everybody is enjoying good chilly winter mornings, huh? Everybody's sleeping today.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Afan. Okay. So, how was your weekend? Afan sleeping?
Nice. Nice.
Nice. What did Afan do? Anything special?
No.
No. Played? Studied?
Yes.
Great. What about the winters? How are the winters?
It was same. It was same that my normal days were going.
Acha, it was like your normal days. And everybody's enjoying winter. Mumbai has become
Yes.
cold from past 2-3 days. We saw a dip I'm not sure about today, but yesterday morning temperature was 13 degrees Celsius. So it was first time after so many days it was that cold.
It was too cold, and here is so cold. That's why I switched off my fan.
Yes, even our windows, our doors, our fans, everything is closed. And I've got a sore throat. You could have figured it out. But then, chilo, it's good that sometime when you enjoy a little winter. Because we in Bombay, we don't have a habit only of enjoying winters. There is never cold in Bombay. Adiba, where do you stay, beta? Adiba,
What, ma'am?
where do you stay?
I stay in Mumbai.
Okay, when you're from Bombay. And what about Amatur Rahman? Sorry, about Ubada.
I live in Navi, Mumbai.
Navi Mumbai. And Amatur Rahman, where do you reside, beta?
Yes, I also.
Where?
Ma'am, I live in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, from Saudi Arabia. What is the temperature there, beta? Is it cold?
Saudi Arabia.
What is the temperature there, Amatur? Okay. Anyways, what were we doing? We were learning about plants, the flowering plants. In the last lecture, excuse me, see, all winter affecting me. Okay. So what did we do? Yes, beta. Please say. Kids.
How many chapters in exam we will?
I've posted an assignment on Google Classroom.
How many chapters we will exam?
There will be just one chapter, and that is material. Flowering plant is not yet completed, so will not take flowering plants. Okay. So there will be just materials for your exam. That is plant.
You. Hello, ma'am. 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 Hello, ma'am. Can you hear us? Your microphone is off, ma'am.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I did not realize that my microphone was off. Okay. Thank you, Afan. Thank you so much. Okay. So as to what Ubada inquired was that what are the chapters that are going to come in our examination? It is just materials for this exam. It will be a 25-mark examination and it will be an MCQ plus some small one sentence or short answers. It will be an MCQ and few short answers. Okay. And the chapter will be material and and flowering plant, since the chapter is not completed, will not be included in this exam. It will come for the final exam. Is that very clear? No confusions? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Sure. Moving on further, as I just have few participants today, we have only 5, but then waiting more makes no sense. So, okay, what did we do? We were learning about the plants. We were learning about the size of pots that is also very important. Why is the size of the pot important? Because a bigger pot will allow the roots to search the water properly. If you wear a cloth of a small child, you won't be able to walk. It is same with the plant also. If a very small pot is given to a bigger plant, what will happen? The roots will not able to find its place. It will all get together like this and it will not search for water, and then the plant will eventually die. So putting a big part, a big plant in a big pot, small plant in the small pot. Okay. See, you've already done this also. We all have written a letter. Show me your letters. Where is the letter?
I didn't write yet.
Why didn't you write, beta? I had given a sample letter. Do you all remember?
In Google Classroom?
No, that is yet to be posted. But I had I've just written a letter and I had told you to write it. Did everybody write a letter? You might get that in the exam also. So again, that was important. So I'll be posting it, and then you're supposed to write a letter. You could write anything and just kind of explain that what is the concept of a big pot, big plant, small pot, small plant. Chalo, quickly do this, and then we are moving on to the next page. Afan, you'll be doing it, beta. Plant A is a big plant. You know, it is the biggest plant among all the plants. So it will get the biggest pot.
Oh, ma'am, I am in tab. I cannot.
Okay, in the tab. Anybody who can do it? Adiba, Mathur, or we can say Ubada. Can you all match?
Madhu is in laptop. She can do it.
Please do it, beta. Anybody who's doing it, or you? Should I do it, beta? Please volunteer quickly.
Ma'am, the plant one.
Yes, a plant one.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, I did it.
Yes. Perfect. 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 A small plant for a small pot. A big plant for a bigger pot. Okay. Moving ahead. Scrolling on to the next page. I want somebody to read this. A very interesting. Anybody who knows what is this plant called as? Anybody? Kids, please pay attention and mute yourself. Anybody who knows what is this plant over here called as?
Healthy plant, ma'am.
No, it is called as a baobab tree. It is a baobab tree. I'll just write it down. Wait. And then I want Ubada to read it, okay? What is this tree called? Baobab tree. Why is it called like this?
Ma'am, what is the page number?
Page number, 1 second. $66. Okay, Ubada, please read and then I'll explain what is this.
Okay. Healthy plant. Understand that plants need healthy roots, leaves, and stem to grow well. The big idea. Trees are very large plants. They need help, leaves, and stem to grow too. The tree has a very tricky stem. What it's called? Trees have
English
the same part as smaller plants. To stay healthy, they need to have water and sunlight like other plants. Trees have very large roots that can go deep in the ground to find water there. They can grow very tall, so they're above other trees to find light.
Very good.
Light.
So did you understand anything here, Ubada?
Yeah.
What did you understand? Please explain.
Ma'am, the tree and the plant have same parts. Hollow.
Why do they have roots, very, long roots? What is the purpose of long roots?
Ma'am, because the big root goes too deep.
No scribbling on the screen, please.
Ma'am, the root goes deep in the ground for
Yes.
searching water.
Water. Very good. Perfect. The roots go deep down in the ground. That is the reason they have long roots. They're searching for the water. See, it is such a huge plant. Everybody can see this plant over here. It is a huge plant. A huge plant will require so much of water. So, to give enough water to the plant, these roots spread in the soil and search for water. That is about the water. Ubada, what did you learn about the sunlight?
Ma'am, the humans will be this tiny for this tree.
Yes. Again, imagine, see how big do they look. We humans will be so tiny in front of them. Sorry?
It's like a hand.
It's like a hat.
It's like a hand.
Hand, yes,
Hand.
yes, it kind of resembles something like a hand. Perfect, perfect. I will explain you about the top part also. But before that, I want Ubada to answer me. But what did you understand about the sunlight? What about the sunlight? Why do they grow very tall?
Because they find the sunlight.
Very good. So that they can find sunlight. See, when in a forest there are so many trees, the trees are very dense. So what happens? They grow taller and taller so that they can get sunlight. If there are small trees, they will be hidden and they will not get sunlight. So what happens? They do a competition among them. They grow tall so that they can get sunlight from the
Get
sun.
sunlight.
Okay, these are the two parts of one big trees. First, they have long roots so that they can absorb much water. Second, trees that are generally found in a dense evergreen forest, they compete with each other for sunlight because there the sun is quite up, and that if the trees are small, they will not be able to get the sunlight. Why is sunlight important? We even discussed it. Why is it important, beta? Sunlight?
Ma'am, sunlight gives the plants plant to grow.
Yes, to grow is basically to prepare food. Plant requires sunlight to prepare their food. Okay, a tree that has a very thick stem. What is this called? It is called as a baobab tree. We'll be reading about this tree over here in amazing fact. I want Aman to read this. Aman. Afan, sorry, Afan. I have Aman another
Yes.
class. Amazing fact, beta.
Yes. The baobab tree can grow very big and very tall, very old. They can live for 3,000 years and they can hold thousands of liters of water in their trunks. Sometimes the baobab tree is called the upside tree, upside down tree, and because the branches looks like roots.
Yes, so what is it over here? We'll be discussing about baobab tree. How old are these trees? Can you please repeat, Afan? How old are they?
3,000 years.
3,000 years. They can live up to 3,000 years. Can you imagine how many generations will come and go, but the tree will remain as it is? Again, it is a very big and very huge tree. Okay, what is there in the trunk of the tree?
Thousands of liter.
Thousands of
Liter of water.
Yes, they store it in the trunk. Can you see this brown part over here? Can you see like it's moving? They store in thousands of liters of the water is that because you see how big the tree is, it will require much more amount of water. Okay, and why is it called as an upside down tree? Because
the branches looks like roots.
yes, it looks like the tree has been inverted. See, we'll just look at the picture. Can you see this? Now the branches don't look like branches. They look like roots. That is the reason it is called as an upside down tree. Understood, everybody? One more fact
Yes.
that I would like to add in from my side is in a baobab tree, the trunk is very soft and very fleshy. What happens? There are elephants who are there in these areas. So these elephants break the trunk and drink water. So the water is not only provided to the plant, it is also being provided to the elephant. Understanding the trunk over here only looks very woody, but it is not woody, it is fleshy, it is soft. And what happens? Elephants will break the trunk and then they will drink water from it. Just give me a second, we'll be sharing this picture over here. 1 second, okay? A baobab tree and an elephant that drinks from the trunk.
No, ma'am, shows the video.
Videos we're not supposed to share, so I'm a little, skeptical about it, because then we have YouTube problems. Yes, beta. Hmm? You feeling cold? Okay. Yes, we've got some images over here. Let me just. Can everybody see this? Can you see this image? Can you see the cursor over here, beta? On the 4th page?
Yes.
Can you see an elephant that is kind of gone inside the tree and it is broken the trunk of the tree and now is drinking water? Can you see the 3rd image also? There are elephants. What are elephants doing that? The elephants have broken the trunk of the tree so that they can drink water. Did you all understand?
Yes.
And what is this tree called?
Baobab tree.
Baobab tree. Okay. Moving ahead. Why is Amatul so quiet today? Amatul? Amatul? Sleeping? Amatul, can you hear me, beta?
Yes,
I can
ma'am.
hear you.
Yes, what happened? Why are you so quiet today? Did you see the baobab tree? Did you see the elephants over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Chalo, moving ahead. We have not too cold, not too hot. Amatul, can you please read this for us?
Okay, ma'am. Not too hot and not too cold. Learn that temperature changes the way plants grow. The big idea. Plants grow best when the temperature it is just right for them. Look at the picture of these plants and where they are growing. What do you notice? And they look healthy.
Okay, just take a look at both the pictures over here. We've got two plants that are growing in two extreme climates. The yellow color plant is growing in a desert. It looks like a desert, a hilly area, right? And the purple flower plant is growing in a snowy region. So how do they look? Does both the plants look healthy or unhealthy?
Yes, though both looks healthy.
Yes, both of them look healthy. In spite of
Because of one plant is hot blooded and the second plant is cold blooded.
yes, because their habitat allows them to stay in that temperature. In spite of being a very hot temperature, in spite being here very cold, the plants are made in such a way so that it can adapt to their habitation. So it is, we cannot conclude that the plant will not survive in a very hot climate or a plant that will not survive into a very cold climate. Give me one example of a plant that survives in desert areas. Everybody, a simple plant.
Cactus.
Cactus, perfect. Everybody has learned about cactus. We've seen cactus also in spite of being a
Yes,
very
ma'am.
hot. Yes, beta. In spite of being grown in a very hot climate, it can survive there perfectly. Okay. Yes, Amatu, please continue reading from your.
Ma'am, you flowery plant.
Ma'am, the cactus has water inside it.
Yes, it stores
Ma'am,
water in
just
the
like you
stem.
said,
It is fleshy.
ma'am, just like you said that elephant break the baobab tree and drink the water, and just like camel break the crack.
Cactus
Yeah, and drink the water.
from the cactus, is it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Have you seen something regarding it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'll just check it out because I'm not very sure about it. But if that's a fact, that is something that even I don't know. Thank you, Bada, for letting us know. Thank you. Great. Yes, Amata. You'll continue reading from flowering plants.
Flowering plants grow best when the temperature is just right for them to grow. Some plants like to grow in hot temperature and some in very cold temperatures. Most plants like warm temperature. A plant that grows in hot temperature cannot survive in cold temperature. A plant that grows in cold temperatures cannot survive in hot temperature.
Yes, perfect. So what is it written? A plant will grow best only when it is grown in a temperature that is suitable. See, if you are used to staying in a very, we in Bombay, we never face winters. Winters are hardly cold. If I am kept in a temperature which is, somewhere around 5 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Celsius, will I be able to survive there, beta? The entire life I've been staying in Mumbai where it is very hot. And if I'm kept in a very cold environment, I will not be able to survive. It is same with the plants also. If these plants will survive only if the conditions are suitable for them. If a if a plant that is used to being in a hot region will be kept in a cold region, it will eventually die. So maintaining the temperatures is also very important. You cannot grow every plant in every temperature. Okay. Everybody, can you see the plant? What does it look? Just look at the plant. How do they look like?
It's dead.
So yeah, it's dead. Why is it dead? Just have a closer look at it. What is? See, there is a,
It is
thermometer sort of
frozen.
thing.
Frozen. It's frozen.
Yes,
It
it is.
needs sunlight, but it's frozen.
Yes, yes. See, we can see those kind of ice droplets on them. Those eyes we can see. Eyes is being,
Yes.
yes. And we can see here in the thermometer, the temperature is very low. It is up to almost 10 degrees Celsius. So it is very cold. So this plant might have been suitable for a hot region, but now it has been placed in a cold region, due to which it has now been frozen and then it has eventually died. So what has happened to this plant? What will you write? Anybody who can write it on the screen quickly? What has happened to this plant? Kids, please write quickly.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the plant died. And network issue.
Died. Okay, why has it died? You're supposed to write this. Okay. Is it too cold or too hot for the plant? What is it?
Too cold.
Too cold. Quickly writing it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Quickly moving on to this plant over here. What is there? Anybody? Can you see what has happened? Can you see temperature over here and can you see the plant?
It needs cold temperature, but it has too much hot temperature.
Yes, now you can see the temperature is very high. It is about 40 degrees Celsius. And in an extreme hot climate, the plant is also died. So what has happened to the plant? Quickly, it is dried up, and yes. And is it too hot or too cold for the plant?
Hot.
It is too hot for the plant. That is the reason that the plant has been died. Okay. So what did we learn in this? That temperature, the proper temperature is important for a plant. A cold plant will live in a cold place. Hot plant will live in a hot place. If you interchange it, it will die. Chalo. Quickly moving on to the next part. Okay. I want somebody. Adiba, can you read this? Think about.
Think about how you could carry out an investigate to test temperature effects and growth. How could you make it a fair test? It thing you would do in the fair test. Cross the thing you would do not do. Make sure the plant are same size.
See, when you do a fair test, what is important? That you take both the plants of the same size. You cannot take a very big plant and one would be very small. Then it will be called as a fair test. So what is we'll just stick over here that we'll take a plant of boss. Yes,
The
Vika?
next one is give the plant the same amount of water.
So will you do right or wrong?
Right.
Chalo, quickly do right on it and then we'll proceed further. Perfect. Third point.
Give the plant different amount of light. Cross.
Different amount of light. No, we should not do like that. Just quickly do wrong. And
Make one experiment last longer than the other.
okay, can we do one experiment for a long time and one for a short time? Will that be correct? Will that be correct?
No.
No. Again, a crossover here. Quickly cross it. Okay. Anybody who's heard about greenhouses? Do you have an idea? You've seen something like this? A glass-like structure on the top?
Yes. There. It is for the insects.
Where did you see
Insects
it?
doesn't come inside it.
Yes. Where did you see it, Adiba? These greenhouse?
In the villages.
Yes. In the villages, basically, where I have seen is anybody who's been to Mahabaleshwar?
No.
Yes, I have saw. I have been 3 times.
Yes. So what happens in Mahabaleshwar? The temperature is a little cold over there. So just to protect the strawberry plant from extreme cold temperatures, a greenhouse is being there. Other vegetables also being grown at other places. But what is the main purpose of building a greenhouse is to protect the plant from extreme temperatures. See, suppose I want to grow strawberry. Everybody has seen strawberry. It is a very perishable and a very
Yes, I have eaten strawberry.
yes, and it is a very kind, I would say, soft type of a plant. A little hurdle to it, and then it will get spoiled. You see, whenever strawberry comes in your house, half of the strawberries will get rotten very easily. So it is a very tender plant. So to protect it from the either from very high heat or from very cold heat, a greenhouse is being built. Quickly just reading this, I'll just explain and then we'll be done. Greenhouse. Okay.
Greenhouse and closet.
It is already 10:40. I'll be ending this lecture over here and then we'll continue in the next time. Okay.
Inside
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, beta.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
ચાલુ કરો ને